Alright, what's up guys? Coming at you with the review on the all-new 2022 Honda Foreman Rubicon. This is the deluxe model. As you can see in the nice matte blue metallic. Check out the metallic in the paint. Pretty cool. Had to have this color. I just got it last week. I've had it for about a week. I had to order it. Nowhere kept these in stock. It was pretty difficult to get. I had to call around to a lot of dealerships to get it. I ended up going to West Virginia just to get it, ordering it from that dealership in West Virginia. It's Extreme of Washington County right here. Pretty good guys. They got me all set up, squared away. It was great, no hassle. Can't complain. Best dealership experience I've had. Okay, so this is the TRX 520 FA7 they call it. It is the 4x4 DCT EPS dual clutch transmission electronic power steering model. The base MSRP on it's $9,999. There's like a $420 destination charge also on it. The two colors you can get the deluxe model in only is this matte blue metallic or the phantom camo. But online they may show you it in the blue metallic with silver graphics, and I really wanted the silver. I just did, but it ended up coming in with black graphics on it, so I got a pretty good deal because it didn't come in correctly. I guess that's a Honda thing that so it's like, it's not the dealership's fault, it's a Honda, you know, they're advertising it with the gray, but silver, but they come in black, which I was a little bummed out by, but not terribly. So not a big deal on that. I got the 4-year extended warranty on it. So I got 5 years total warranty with the 1-year factory warranty. All right, so some of the features we're gonna look at on this as we climb up on here is it has the electric shift, obviously, right here. So you got reverse, drive, and then 1 through 5 gears. And then you can put it in auto mode, which it'll shift itself, or you can electronically shift it over here. But also, if you're in auto mode, you can shift up or down whatever gear, and then it'll kind of like take back over with shifting the gear. So like, say you're coming up to a hill and you're thinking you're in way too high of a gear, you can just click it down 1 gear, and or say you want to go a little bit faster, or you're on the road or whatever, you can click it up a gear, even if it's in auto mode. It has the high and low range on it, so it has the D or the low, which is kind of nice. So if you're like pulling something, or you just want to creep up, you know, a hill or whatever, that would be great too. It does come with the aluminum wheels on it. The Phantom Camo one, I believe, does have the aluminum wheels also, but they are all black. They do not have the machined accents in them. I love the wheels. This is the only Honda model available with aluminum wheels, the deluxe Foreman model. It does have power steering. It has powder coated suspension, as you can see, the silver, which is only a deluxe model option as well. It has independent rear suspension, which you can get on almost all the Foremans, almost all I should say. They do have a foot shift model Foreman and a solid rear axle Foreman, as well as the Ranchers. It has a drive shaft brake on it. If you can see it back there, guys, there's the caliper right off the drive shaft, which is pretty cool because there's not actually brakes on the independent wheels. You can get an available recoil starter for it too, so a pull starter for about $100 from Honda. They used to come on them, they don't anymore. And the rack capacities are about the same as a Can-Am, so that was kind of a big selling point for me. The front rack is about 99 pounds it'll hold exactly. The rear is 187, and it can tow 1,322 pounds, which, I mean, I think the Can-Am's around 200 on the back and like 100 and some on the front rack, which is not bad. You know, I mean, this is a little bit smaller of a quad than a Can-Am, so, and it has metal racks. These are metal. which that was a big selling point. It has the Honda lock thing. You can get like rack extenders that go on here that make it taller. Say you're hauling a bag of feed or anything on here, your lunchbox, whatever, and then, wow, that really streaked, it won't slide off the front. The older ones did come with a bar that went right here on the front and the back rack. They don't have those anymore. I believe 2021 was the last model to get those. It also has the front diff lock, so you just, to do the four-wheel drive, you hit the button and then flick this up, front is locked in, which is awesome too. So that's about it for the features on this. All right, a couple more things. It does have the foot brake down here, and then you got dual brakes on the left and right handlebar, which is cool too. So if you don't want to use the foot brake, you don't have to, which is gets me to another point, the reverse. You can put it in reverse in any gear. All you got to do is pull this in and downshift. It'll do it in any gear. And then the parking brake is literally just like all the old Hondas ever. Just pull it in, flick it forward to set it. It's hard to do. Ta-da! Just like my 4Trax 300s, it is the exact same setup. It just blows my mind. Then we're looking at the display here. We got what gear you're in, miles per hour, fuel. It says power steering's on. You can toggle through everything, the time, blah, 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 blah. The coolant, temperature, service intervals. It shows you all that by miles and hours and back to fuel again. It's kind of cool. I mean, you'd have the coolant light come on and then I believe check engine, and then if you are engaged in four-wheel drive or the locker. I mean, the screen's kind of small, but it works. It's a Honda, you know, it's simplistic. So, I mean, that's about it for up here. It's pretty nice operator station. It's comfy. Their seat's nice. I like where they put the gas cap. That's in a nice spot. So it's not up here. You know, you're not, you know, riding right next to it, which isn't bad. And I mean, we got the light switches here, high and low beam, on and off, the starter button, the kill switch, just like my 4Trax 300 had, which is, it blows my mind that they still use that parking brake, which is very cool to me. All right, like I said, guys, really easy to work on. I mean, what is this? Like, took me 2 minutes to take it apart. Like, this back panel literally just slides into these back two clips here and here, like that. And then you just pop the front out of these grommets. See? Okay. And then the front plastics, literally, like I said, come off in all one piece. There they are. There's grommets on the front, here and here. And then these slide into spots on the bottom, these ones, okay? And then there's back ones, back here, I'll show you. Just two back ones, here and here. And then there's these little slots there, and I'll show you, but there's those ones too in the middle, keep in mind. So it pops in to these, okay? And then the top black piece pops into here and here. And then here's the other side one, and then it has these back ones here and here, and then the center ones are actually down here on the motor. Well, by the motor, I shouldn't say on the motor. And then these little tabs here and here are where this back notch right there slides into. Okay, so make sure you put it back together. I put a rag here on the brake lever so it doesn't scratch the plastics. And then you just gotta watch pulling it off of the shifter, but that's how you do it. Everything's literally exposed. All the wiring, gas tank, whole engine in what, a couple minutes. So that's cool. One thing too cool that I didn't mention is the taillight's LED, which is so back to why did I choose a Honda? Well, I mean, I was looking at either a Honda or a Can-Am. The Outlander, because it's the utility version. I wasn't going to get a 1000, maybe a 650 or an 850. I mean, these are only a 520cc engine. They don't have a ton of power, but I'm not looking for power. I just want utility and just ride it around, have a little bit of fun. I mean, it does have minimal storage on it, which, I mean, it has this where you can go to your radiator right there and the fluid, put that back on. It has this front storage, I believe it's 1.9 liters. It's supposed to be watertight. There's a seal here. It's not super big. Then I believe only the deluxe models have the 12-volt outlet right there. And then you can get a cup holder for right here if you want. But there's a little storage thing here that's supposed to be watertight too, supposedly. There's a gasket. They're a little stiff. Not a big deal. There's where you check your oil. You just take this little door off here. And everything's a little bit stiff. There's a dipstick right there. And then there's the little storage compartment back here, which every single old Honda ever has about the same deal here with the tail light in it, you know. And then you got your toolkit, your battery, which every Honda, usually the battery's right there too, under the seat. It's not essentially under the seat. You got to take this panel off the seat first. The seat's about the same to take off. Pretty simple. You just pick up on the back. There's a lever, just like old Hondas, but they were metal, whatever. There's your air box, just like all the old Hondas. Surprise, you know. You got your battery back there, then you take this off. If your fuses are all back there, everything's up high, which is nice. They do a nice job with the wiring, I thought, you know, securing it so it's not rubbing on stuff. And, you know, I looked it all over. Not a big surprise to me that the Hondas were made like this. I think it's great that they kind of kept the old ideas going, which there was really nothing wrong with them to begin with. On my Foretrax 300, it was great. They're easy to work on. Like my Foretrax 300, I know I keep referring to that. I had two of them. I had a red one and a blue one, both 93s. There's a lot of things that are the same. And I mean, you can literally take a few clips out and take this whole fairing off. Both sides, work on the whole engine, exposes everything. Not super hard, you know. A Can-Am, on the other hand, you know, they're a little bit more time consuming to take apart. They got a belt case on them, this and that. You know, not really a fan of that. I had two Can-Am buggies, two Commanders, a 2017 and a 2019. Working on them was pretty hard because you had to rip the whole interior out. Both seats, all the interior panels, just to change the oil. Let alone, like, spark plugs and stuff was like a nightmare, and checking the belt case was a whole day job. Terrible. But they were good machines. I can't complain. This one's significantly cheaper than a Can-Am Outlander. If you're looking at like a 650 or an 850 Outlander, you're looking at around $13,000, where this is $9,000, pretty much $10,000. So you're saving a little bit there. I mean, yes, on the Outlander, you do get a winch if you get the XT model, and it does have bumpers front and rear, which that was a big selling point too, because these come with a really nice big bumper on the front, which is a must if you have a quad, I believe. Definitely a must. And I really like the metal racks. I mean, the back does extend a little out from the plastic, so if you're going to hit anything, it's probably going to hit the rack first before your plastics, which is a good thing. There's like way more reliability, I think, in these. These will last way longer, like my old Hondas. I absolutely just ran the wheels off my old ones. Like, I'd ride them every day. I'm not kidding. Every day. They were shaft driven. I mean, I did regular maintenance, oil change, wheel bearings, brakes, ball joints, tie rod ends, but that stuff lasted a while, like a long time. I did rebuild the rear end in the one blue Foretrax 300. It was kind of simple. I mean, I did it myself at home, so kind of simplistic, not too bad. That thing would last forever. And then these don't have any belts on them. It is a transmission with drive shaft. There's nothing to slip. No belts to slip. No belts to get wet. You don't have to worry about smoking your belt because you're pulling something or spinning in the woods or something or anything like that. No belts. They do shift a little weird when it's cold, when you're riding it in automatic. Once it warms up, they do get a little better. I just didn't need a ton of power like the Can-Ams have, and I just wanted to try Honda again since I've already had them. I've had Can-Am buggies. They're great, don't get me wrong. I just wanted to not spend as much on a Can-Am versus a Honda. I don't need all the power. I just need the reliability and essentially the use of a utility quad. But that's pretty much it for this review. Please comment if you got any more questions on it or want to see more videos. I'm sure we'll have lots up for this summer, riding around with Cody and stuff. I know I got rid of my pit bike, so I got this. But don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.